Hola, it's JW to talk to you about hormones and quality of life. I really don't think I can have a starting or stopping point here because hormones, eh, being part of your quality of life, seems pretty obvious. Have you ever heard of like someone blaming their attitude or the way things are going or their teenagers' behavior, their own behavior or choices on hormones, like hormones, or I'm just acting like this because. And what's interesting now that we know that we have such an ability to utilize the information about hormonal balance and optimize that in a holistic manner is that when we look at the benefits of having hormonal balance, they really don't stop. You have added vitality, you have added availability to have strong bones, to have strong integritous skin, to have appropriate immune responses and not overreactive immune responses, to have the ability to think and think clearly, to have a healthy digestive system, to have healthy hair and fingernails and extension of our endothelial system, right? To have a healthy heart and blood vessels and availability to respond, be able to sleep well, be able to have satisfying orgasms and sex life, be able to address stressors as they come and move past them, be excited to wake up in the morning and have energy to respond, be able to do physical activities, to move, to jump, to to move around and create blood flow and excitement and purpose in the things that you're doing, your quality of life, your ability to feel, to respond, to not be dependent on things that are outside of yourself, to be fully within your body and connected to this experience of life is the quality of life. That is hormonal response and hormonal balance, whether we know what we're calling that as a chemical miracle or organic chemistry in natural biology at its best. If we know that and understand that logically or not, has no bearing over the fact that our hormones, as we talked about, have control over our health, over our perception, over our aging process, and we have the ability to process that information in a holistic manner and optimize our hormonal responses. So, of course, we have an increased quality of life because we're not dealing with all of these chronic disease issues and this certain slow decline. We're able to really live in our lives to really achieve balance and happiness and health, a wellness cultivation that we add to every single moment that we choose to feel into a balance that is our environment and our perception fed into hormonal responses. Wherever we need to start with that to get us on a track, fine. Quality of life is so worth it. What is life worth living for if you're not enjoying it? Like it's really interesting how much we say like we have quality of life measures and we're measuring it by how many work days there are. And I'm talking to people who are just exhausted and not happy and going through anxiety or going through depression or going through severe adrenal fatigue or going through pre-diabetes or severe hormonal imbalances that are just being like, oh well, let's handle this by shutting it down or turning this off or pushing this button. And that's not quality of life. That's not giving a full respect to this beautiful piece of complex machinery carrying our energy, our spirit, our legacy in the ability to be vital, to have longevity, to create connections, and to show up in our purpose. And I think that that's really what's the most important about doing all of our wellness cultivation, is not so that we can check mark woohoo, look at me, my before and after picture, which is great. It's cute, totally cute. Seriously, it is. You're cute right now, anyways. So it's it's not about that. It's not about tracking my progress and saying, hey, look how I did it. It's not about woohoo, I finally did it, which is great too. What this is a continuous wellness cultivation where you realize that your quality of life is controlled by you and your hormonal responses, that we now have a holistic view of and a really clear path forward. I'm glad to be on this journey with you. Let me know if there's anything that we can do to tailor forward. It's kind of my jam, and enjoying life, having a true quality of life is what every healthcare practitioner in their hearts, when we first get into it, is really seeking to provide for any and everyone. I always say if I could run out of patients, that would be amazing. And so, coaching through this process of you understanding how you can achieve the quality of life and lifestyle that you desire really, really simply, and you have the power over that, is something that I'm really happy to impart.